In this video, I have to solve a huge 3D puzzle, fabricate a missing part, playing with magnets, and relocating some openings. Alright, so before we start with the main video, let me give you a quick update of this channel. As I already said in the last video of the Sun Commute before my summer break, I want to make some structural changes on these videos, on my channel. And the first thing what you may have already seen is the thumbnail. Well, all YouTube creators doing this video making for clicks. And also me, but I cannot say that I really accelerate income of this with 50 to 70 US dollars per month, but also this small amount really helps this channel, and especially the projects I'm doing on it. So the thumbnail is very important to get the interest of viewers, and I hope the new style of the thumbnails is better than the old ones, which are only showing the progress on the end of each video. And the second one is, I asked what changes I should make on my videos, and most of you replied that I should shut down the terrible background music tracks. And I should more talking and explanation what materials or tools I'm using. And so I will do this in the upcoming videos. At the moment, the sound quality of my voice is really terrible, but I will change that because I ordered some microphone and some other things to hopefully improve those the quality of those voice narrations. And the last thing is I also made some structural changes of the videos. Means I give a quick introduction what I'm planning to do in this video, then my intro, and after that directly start with the work I'm doing on the model. Well, I really hope that I see a comment of you on the end of this video if you like those changes I've made, and what more changes or improvements I should do on my videos. But now back to the video, which I hope you will enjoy. Alright, so first thing I had to do was installing the braces below the deck, and that was not easy because all those slots has to fit with the deck below. And since this is a really high precision model, a little bit of out of alignment and it wouldn't fit. Well, I solved this problem with working all those slots, and now it fits. Next thing I did was cutting out all the inner sidewalls of the second deck or the upper deck, and but I cannot install them directly because first I have to prepare them. Here I'm using a 120 grit sandpaper on both sides because some of the sidewalls be stained with a wood stain, and some others has to be painted, so I have to prepare them all to get a smooth finish. Alright, so after sanding I fitted all the sidewalls to the deck, but I didn't glue them on because only to check the position and the fit. So far I don't have any fitting issues and everything fits at the place it should be. Okay, so after assembling the walls, everything looks fine, and also the fit is really good, but I found one really small problem on it. And that is this wall here in the middle, where there should be a wall, and it's also indicated on the plans. There's the wall, but this wall, even on the plans, do not have any part number. So I checked all the plywood sheets I've used for this deck, and there are no leftover parts, and well, I really don't know. So I also checked the reference videos. There must be a wall in it. So there's no other choice. I took some scrap plywood sheet and make a new wall from the scrap and put it there. Lucky me, there was no door or window in the sidewall, and so it was really easy to fabricate. So with the inner walls done, I could attend the main problem of this video, and that's the wavy deck or piece of deck which is connected to the sidewalls. And it happened so because the sidewalls are bended outwards, and when I glued them on, or the deck onto the sidewalls, well, that's the result, and now I have to solve that. Well, my initial solution for this problem was a heat gun. So I heated up the sidings, and to make this sidewalls more pliable and also soften up the glue, and so I hope to get out the tension of the connection between the deck and the sidewalls. But I ended up cutting out parts of the deck which are connected to the sidewalls or bulwarks, and then cleaned up all the existing CA glue from the old connection and hoped to solve this problem with that. To glue the deck back in was not so easy. First of all, I put some weights on the deck, the center of the deck, so that it was even with the stanchions on the sidewalls. And then to put the side part of the deck on the model, and then without any tension, I put some tapes on top and also below the deck, so that the two parts become flush. And then I put some CA glue on the edge, and hopefully that resolves the problem. Luckily, I could resolve the major bumps in the deck, or the piece of deck which is connected to the sidewalls or bulwarks, and so I resolved a big problem which I have with this connection. Even so, with the outer part of the deck aligned, I still have a problem with the center part of the deck. There are still some bumps in it. Well, the kits provide some very strong small magnets which are intended to keep the structure in place. I will use these magnets to align those two parts in between. The next big problem I have is a huge kink in the sidewall or bulwark of this model, and the biggest kink is on the right side of the ship. The left side is not so much, but still I have to adjust both of these kinks in the sidewall. It also interferes with the two side walls at the front of the ship, and so I have to move the first opening a little bit further back. To close those openings, I got some scrap plywood, which is the same thickness as the bulwarks, and so I will cut them out and glue them in with CA glue and put some putty on the edges, sand it down, and then reopen and relocate those openings. So here we have a close-up of these new placed openings, and you clearly can see it is a small but very visible difference between the old and the new place of these openings. That's the result after sanding and grinding everything smooth and straight. But I think it looks really good, and you also can see the difference between the old and the new place, and how much I have to move back those openings so that they will not interfere with the inner walls. Well, at the right side of the model, I also had to adjust parts of the outer bulwarks, the height of the outer bulwarks, not on the left but on the right side, and it's also a difference of around 2 millimeters, so I had to grind this down. Alright, so I believe that the result is not that bad, and everything looks fine, and it's finally all aligned. And so I start to put back in the sidewalls, but still I will not glue them in because there's still many work to do on it, but that will be in a later video. Alright, so before we coming to the very end of this video, well, I am aware that the balance between narration and picture viewing and video parts are not yet right balance, but well, I'm working on it and I hope it will going better in the future. But still, I want to know what you think of the new style of my videos. Okay, so you couldn't see it in the video, but I will not hide it. Those tapes, means packing tape and also those transparent tapes, are not the right tapes to cover up any holes or whatever, to tape something when you paint something, because the result of it, well, on one side I have all the residue of those tapes I still have on the model, and on the other side I tried to remove it first with alcohol. Well, it didn't work well, and then I took some thinner and I removed the color of the model. So if you have any idea what I can use or take to remove the residue of those tapes, well, that would be really helpful, and please help me to save the model. Okay, so as said, the inner walls are set up, but they're not glued in because there's a lot more work to do on it. So that's stuff for the upcoming video. Up to then, stay tuned and see you there.